Basketball fans, this is Don Binks along with Carson Byers, and we are live at Smoky Valley Gym for Senior Night 2019. It just doesn't hardly seem like it could be Senior Night already, but with 3 games remaining on the road, this is our last home game of the regular season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the schedule's kind of been shaken up, and yeah, that month of January went quick. We're already well into February here, and a lot of basketball remains, but it'll be a fun night here, Senior Night at home.
It is, and the Pratt Greenbacks come in, and the big news out of Pratt is that former Bethany College player and former Bethany College coach Jamie Cruz has resigned from coaching at Pratt. He's been there 6 years and won a state title, runner-up last year, and he's moving on to Campus High School in Hayesville. So I don't know how that'll affect the basketball team, but it certainly has the rumor mill flying around that big changes going on. I was talking to their radio guy, and he said, it's like losing one of my own kids. So a lot of things going on. But tonight it's basketball, and the Pratt girls come in with an 11-5 record. They've got a Bethany connection as well. Bethany grad and national tournament team runner-up Dustin Hildebrand, their coach, was playing for Bethany when I was broadcasting with Bethany, so I broadcast him as a player. And then, of course, one of his assistant coaches is Amy Cruz, who also played basketball at Bethany. So it's a real special connection for me tonight, and I guess we still have to broadcast basketball.
Yeah, we do, and they're playing another good Pratt team here tonight at home. A Pratt team Pratt just always seems to be physical. They always seem to play hard. That's just kind of the nature, of their athletic program. So another great test tonight.
It will be. They got a couple of big girls, so we're going to have to play better. But we're coming off a win. We played well against Lions the other night. Scored over 50 points again. So we should be coming in on a high, except for we had to miss 2 practices because of the weather.
Yeah, and I think they always shoot well when I'm not here. They've scored over 50 the 2 times that I haven't been here, and so, but yeah, those snow days kind of mess up the funk of the week here, but I think they're going to be ready to go, and maybe that rest will help them out a little bit. And
with the student managers, they got 7 basketball girls that we have to recognize tonight, so lots of stuff going on at Smoky Valley and Pratt coming up here in just a little bit. We'll take our first time out, come back and talk a little bit about scoring for both teams. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
It's tough out there. Trying to stretch every paycheck a little further than the last one, it means cutting costs, and one of the best places to start is at the State Farm office of Anthony Hopkins in Ellsworth, because he'll do a free discount double check to make sure you're getting the car insurance discounts you deserve. Sometimes those can be up to 40%. So give State Farm agent Anthony Hopkins a call today, because being there to help keep more money in your pocket is why he's there. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I really appreciate the faculty and staff here at Bethany. They care about their students, and they're helping them achieve their goals and to be successful.
It's a Christian-based college, and I felt that he was in the right hands when I left him here.
We chose Bethany College so my son could have a good life.
If you want inspired learning at an affordable price, choose Bethany College. Learn more about your good life at bethanylb.edu.
Farley's Bar and Grill in downtown Lindsborg is your game day headquarters. Come try their Monte Crisco or other specialty menu items. Farley's Bar and Grill, located at 101 North Main Street in Lindsborg, proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. The Viking girls come in with a 4-12 record, opposite of Pratt with an 11-5 record. The Vikings are led in scoring by Ellie Brumbaugh, who was in double figures the other night, followed closely by Carrington Haxton, and Bree Franklin getting closer to get back in the lineup, but she's not available yet tonight. But also in there is Kira Haxton at 3.8. 2.9 for Ashlyn Bryant, who's come in, and she was in double figures the other night as well. She's starting to play better, getting a few more minutes, and kind of just seems to be one of the ones that's helping the girls play good.
Yeah, it's great to see some girls in double figures there. That just means they're playing aggressive and taking shots that they can make. Great to see Ellie double figures, and yeah, Ashlyn. Anybody that can come in and shoot from the outside is going to help this team a lot.
Claire Brocksterman has also gotten some good minutes, as has Maria Apel. She got the start the other night. She's a very good defensive player. She doesn't score a lot, but her defense will be valuable tonight in keeping Pratt off the boards.
Yeah, she's a solid rebounder, and they're going to have their hands full down low with Pratt tonight. They got a couple pretty tall girls down there, so Lana's going to have to play well down low. Maria's going to have to play well, and Claire Brocksterman's going to have to play well to contain those girls on the defensive end.
McGowan is their leading scorer at 11 points per game, followed by Rasmussen. She sounds like she should be a Swedish player at 8.7 points per game. Then a couple of them in the 6 to 6.5 points, Maydew and Stat. So they only go about 6 deep on their bench, and so the Vikings are going to have to keep those 4 for sure in line. We'll take another timeout. I also got an interview with Coach Vanderweeg a little bit earlier today. We'll have that for you. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball, back right after this.
Game day starts and finishes at Farley's Bar and Grill in downtown Lindsborg. Located at 101 North Main, this upscale, one-of-a-kind establishment offers a wide variety of drink and food specials. Come try their jalapeno poppers, coconut chicken tenders, or their classic Monte Cristo. Then wash it down with an ice-cold beer or tall glass of wine. Farley's Bar and Grill at the corner of Lincoln and Main in downtown Lindsborg. Farley's, your game day headquarters for the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
And welcome back to more Viking pregame. Don Binks along with Coach Doug Snyder as you get, well, it's kind of a complicated senior night tonight. You get a good win against
People's Bank and Trust is proud to support the Lindsborg community and the athletes at Smoky Valley High School and Bethany College. I'm Ryan Biegert, branch manager at the Lindsborg location for People's Bank and Trust, a proud native of Lindsborg, and I'm ready to be your banker. People's Bank and Trust, meeting the needs of our community and always improving the way we do business. Located at 201 South Main in Lindsborg, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Vikes and go Swedes.
Did you know you can purchase custom-etched glassware at the Hemsloyd? It's a perfect one-of-a-kind gift. Hemsloyd Scandinavian Specialties and GlassDecorators.com, supporting Smoky Valley and Bethany Athletics since 1984.
And welcome back to more Viking pregame. Don Binks along with Coach Doug Snyder as you get, well, it's kind of a complicated senior night tonight. Smoky Valley Gym. And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Carson Byers. Got Jared Bays working the controls for us once again. Also want to thank our sponsors, Harry Malari, CNL Heating and Cooling, People's Bank and Trust, Yoder Lawn and Tree Care, Farmers State Bank, Arnreiner CPA, Smoky Valley Booster Club, Gallant Tire and Auto, Scott's, Lindsborg Family Dental Care, Viking Auto, Bank of Tescott, Paul Murray for your Smoky Valley real estate needs, Dr. Darrell Loader, and Midway Motors. The Viking girls, well, they're still in the cellar of the 8-team regional. Norton is the top team at 14-2, followed by Russell at 12-4. TMP Marion out of Hayes is third at 11-4, and southeast of Saline, who we played a couple of times this year, is at 9-5. Phillipsburg then is at 10-7. Hoysenton at 5-9. Lions at 5-11, and Smoky Valley girls now at 4-12. So they've got some work to do to figure out a way not to have to travel to Norton.
Yeah, they do. And tonight, you know, at home, your last home game, this would be a good one to steal because now you got to go on the road the next 3 games. But you're going to have to finish strong here if you want to improve that standing. And all 4, including tonight, teams are state ranked. Pratt is state ranked, as is Nickerson, who we play on Tuesday, then Halstead on Friday, and then finish up at Haven. So, yeah, we don't have any easy games left, so we're probably not going to make it out of the cellar and
going to have to go to Norton, but we'll just have to deal with that when we get there. But our girls are capable of playing, and when those outside shots like you talking about, you get Kira and Carrington and Ellie making those three-pointers, that certainly gives you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, this team, offensively struggles at times, but they really have all the tools, in terms of girls out there that can do a lot of different things for them. They got the tools to be a good offensive team, and when those shots are falling, they have those 50-point games. They're able to beat a team like Heston. So, this team, if they can put it all together on one night, they're a pretty good basketball team.
They are, and it's always more difficult to win on the road. 3 of the Vikings' wins this year have been at home. One was at the Southeast against at Sterling Invitational Tournament against Lions. So I asked Coach the other night after, I said, what is it about Lions that makes it, why do you play so good against Lions? He didn't have an answer. Just, you never know.
Yeah, you don't. And tonight, your last home game, senior night, there's going to be a lot of more motivation with that, in terms of these senior girls wanting to go out on a high note. So hopefully they can play with a little fire and get off to a good start like they did against Larned a week ago. They got off to a good start like that. Couldn't quite finish the game, but let's see if they can get off to another good start and again, hold on to that lead.
We'll have the senior recognition between the boys and the girls game, but for the girls games, it's Maria Apel, Lana Clark, Paige Clark, who's one of the managers, Lindsay Gerlach, Kira Haxton, Emmy Riles, and Haven Shugan are the girls that will be recognized tonight. Let's take one final 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have starters and the tip-off of tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Bank of Tesket. Generations of confidence, relationships for life. With locations in Lincoln, Salina, Tesket, and Lindsborg. The Bank of Tesket. Member FDIC.
We're the Bank of Tesket.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Ask for Casasa.
Warning. Free Casasa checking may lead to a rise in disposable income due to cashback on everyday debit card purchases, refunds on ATM fees, and elimination of so-called service fees. Increased satisfaction may result while operating your debit card. If you suffer from chronic money loss, search for Casasa online.
This has been a financial health advisory courtesy of Casasa. It's like money medicine for your shopping habit.
Offered locally at the Bank of Tesket. Member FDIC.
The Quarterback Club of Lindsborg is proud to support athletics in the Smoky Valley. Join us each Tuesday at 7 a.m. in the Bethany College cafeteria to hear from all the Vikings and Swedes sports coaches.
This evening is Smoky Valley High School senior Michaela Outland.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. In the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Michaela. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Smoky Valley High School and tonight's girls varsity matchup featuring the Pratt Greenbacks and your Smoky Valley Vikings. Starting line of tonight's game for Pratt, it's around the 6-inch senior number 4, Allie McGowan. For the Vikings, the 5'7" senior number 0, Maria April.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. It's time for starting lineups. How about the Pratt Greenbacks?
Yeah, Pratt's going to start 5'6" senior Allison McGowan, 5'4" junior Danielle Statz, a 6' senior Reagan Hoover, a 5'10" senior Caitlin Rasmussen, and a 6' senior Kirsten Maydew.
So for Bethany alum and graduate Dustin Hildebrand, he'll send out McGowan, Statz, Hoover, Rasmussen, and Maydew. And how about our Vikings tonight?
The Vikings start a 5'7" senior Maria Apel, a 5'7" senior Haven Shugren, a 5'5" senior Lindsay Gerlach, a 5'6" senior Kira Haxton, and a 5'7" senior Lana Clark.
Coach Larry Vanderweg will send out Apel, Shugren, Gerlach, Haxton, and Clark, all 5 seniors tonight getting the start. Emmy Riles is hurt, so she is not playing anymore this year. And then Paige Clark, Lana's twin sister, she does the stats and helps as being the manager. She is also going to be recognized later tonight. And it's the Vikings against the Greenbacks here from the Smoky Valley Gym. Last night of the regular season here, as the Vikings will be on the road next week, Tuesday at Nickerson, Friday at Halstead, and then finish up the following Tuesday at Haven. So it'll be a chance to go down and see their new gym at Haven. They just getting done last year when we played there, or 2 years ago, I guess it was, when we played there. Anyway, the last time we were there, they were about a month away from opening up, and we didn't get to use it yet. So it'll be fun to go see that new facility there. It's kind of right behind their other one, so that'll be fun. But here it's the Vikings have to take care of the Pratt Greenbacks, and they go about 6 deep, Coach told me, so we'll see. And they got some size out there. I got a couple of good tall girls. Maydew and number 14, Hoover, are both taller than any of our girls. So it'll be Maria Apel jumping against Maydew. Vikings will be shooting at the east end of the court. Bad toss by the official right to Pratt. And we are underway. Sit back and enjoy some good basketball. Rasmussen has it on the dribble side of the key. It comes over to their leading scorer, McGowan. McGowan on the dribble drive, kick it out. Three-pointer, no. Rebound over the back and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Vikings. Didn't get a foul on Hoover, but she didn't get the ball rebounded either, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pratt. Lady official again tonight, the one that's related to the Anderson family. Trap right there by Gerlach, gets it over to Kira. Kira with it back to Gerlach. They're outside. Pratt plays a 1-3-1 trapping zone. Shugren has it inside and it's stolen away, but Lana hustles for it. And ball knocked loose and touched last by Pratt before it goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Vikings. I like the pass. It was just a little bit late.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I like that idea to get the ball in the middle of this 1-3-1 zone at the high post.
Out top it goes to Apel. She'll drive the side of the lane. Shot blocked out of bounds by Maydew. It'll stay with the Vikings.
Maria needs to use her speed. She's got a little bit of quickness on these Pratt posts. She needs to use that.
Kira put it in play again, looking. Going to go way out deep to Gerlach. Gerlach with it on the dribble between the circles to reset the offense to Kira. She's wearing some kind of a shoulder brace. I don't know if she's had some shoulder issues there with the dislocation or not. Here's Shugren with it. Back over it goes to Kira. Kira inside to Clark. Back to Kira on the left-handed dribble. Out to Apel. Apel kick out in the lane. Over to Clark. Around to Gerlach to reset. 1 minute gone. No score yet here from Viking Gym on senior night. Clark has it at the elbow. Kick out to Kira. Gets a screen from Kira. She'll launch a 3-ball. No. Rebound. Vikings. Haven Shugren saves it to Gerlach. They get another chance. Good offensive rebound by the Vikings, keeping the possession alive. On the weave, gets knocked away by Pratt. It'll stay with the Vikings. Kira still on the dribble. Gets it off to Gerlach. Gerlach spins back inside, looking for Apel. Not there. Goes out to Shugren instead. 6:20 to go. Vikings still in this long possession. Out it goes and stolen away. That time it got a hand on it, and Vikings turned it over. A long possession, but it doesn't end up in any points. Still no score here. McGowan gets it off to Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the give and go. On the other side, gets it off to Statz. Statz shot, no. Rebound, good box
Great
out.
Great position, yeah, by Lindsay.
By Gerlach. Quickly up to Gerlach, stolen away by McGowan. One-on-one break. McGowan has it knocked away by Kira Haxton. Haxton with a good defensive set there. Here comes to Gerlach, looking for Clark, goes to her on the baseline. Clark with the dribble, loses the handle, and has it stolen away. 2 turnovers for the Vikings, 1 for Pratt. Still no score. As Stats brings it across the timeline. Far side it goes to Rasmussen. Rasmussen cross court to McGowan. Inside shot, missing. Rebound Maydew over the back, missing. Rebound Shugren. Good effort by the Vikings.
Great rotations down there by Lana.
Still no score. Gerlach shot from the baseline, short. Rebound inside the big girl, Hoover. And she clears it out to Stats. Stats with the dribble drive. Her shot missing. Rebound. Last touch by the Vikings. Substitutions now. Carrington and Brocksterman in. Good minutes for both Clark and Shugren. Ellie Brumbaugh has not checked in yet for the Vikings. Somebody came in for, that's Fincham, number 5 Fincham. Who made that basket?
Yeah, that's Rasmussen.
Rasmussen with the 2 points to give Pratt the first points of the ball game at the 4:46 mark. Gerlach with it outside, goes into Brocksterman. Claire, kick on baseline to Carrington. Carrington trying to penetrate, gets it out to Gerlach. Her shot, good.
Way to step in that shot by Lindsay.
Good movement by the Vikings to get the open look, tying the game up at 2-2. Fincham with it on the dribble, top of the key, pulls up, gets it off to McGowan. McGowan looks at a 3. No, rebound, Maydew and Brocksterman. Maydew shot, got it to go. Well, Maydew gives Pratt back the lead at 4-2. Nobody scored for a minute or 2.5 or almost 3 minutes, and now both teams have scored. There's Gerlach with it in the front court. Baseline it goes to Carrington, out to Kira, back to Gerlach. Inside to Carrington, back out to Kira. Baseline to Maria Apel. Apel trying to get somewhere. She's really pressured on the double team. Gets it out to Kira finally. Out to Carrington. Long 2. Good. Carrington hits the outside the free throw line jumper at the 3:30 mark to tie the game up at 4-4. Into Maydew. Inside 1 foot in the lane and gets it off to Rasmussen. Out to Maydew. Cross court it goes to Fincham. Loses the handle out of bounds. And the official, well, she wasn't standing out of bounds, so I guess it wasn't out of bounds. I thought she had 1 foot out of bounds, which would make her out of bounds. But the Vikings get the turnover. Is that 2?
Yeah.
Carrington baseline dribble drive. Kick out to Maria. Wanted to shoot, but didn't. Now she will go in the lane and shoot. Too strong. Rebound. Carrington knocks it away and saves it. The Vikings get the save on the possession. Around it goes to Gerlach. 2:50 left to go, first quarter. Kira with it outside, guarded by Rasmussen. They go a man-to-man possession. They primarily play zone, but this time they're man-to-man. Here's Gerlach. Looked at a shot, didn't take it. Off to Brocksterman. Back to Gerlach. Gerlach with it on the dribble. Back to Haxton, top of the key to reset. With the dribble toward the bench, gets it off to Carrington. Carrington on the dribble. Wants to go cross and get in the lane, but didn't. Gerlach now on the penetration, now pivot. Back inside, there goes to Maria, off to Brocksterman. Out to Carrington, her shot, good, to 2. Carrington with another basket off of the bench tonight. And at the 2:05 mark, the Vikings are up 6-4.
Vikings are reinventing that mid-range jumper.
Inside it goes to Maydew, her shot. Boy, it's hard to stop that one. Maydew ties the game up at 6-6, 1:50 to go. They say they got 8. It's not right, is it?
Well, I have us for 6, but
6-6, yeah. Gerlach with it on the dribble. Up there, they correct it back to 6-6. Baseline 2. Oh, good look by Gerlach, but Maydew's long hands got in there to turn it over. 3rd or 4th?
That's 4.
4 on the Vikings. Pratt with it out top. Rasmussen near side to McGowan. Got a screen from Maydew. Cross court it goes to Fincham. Fincham with it. Wanting to go cross court, but doesn't. Now goes to McGowan out top of the key underneath to Rasmussen. Her 6-footer baseline shot missing. Rebound. And the Vikings hustle to save it. Get it to Kira. Carrington showing a lot of good speed and hustle. Inside it goes to Brockstrom. Her shot up. No. Rebound, Pratt. 6-6 tie with a minute to go here in the first quarter. McGowan wanted to go cross court, didn't. Goes instead to Fincham out top between the circles. They'll reset their offense. Fincham on the dribble. Baseline shot. Rasmussen, 3-ball. Good. Rasmussen knocks down a 3. 9 for Pratt, 6 for Smoky Valley with 35 seconds to go. Off the Gerlach. Gets double teamed out top and has it knocked away, but saves it by Kira. Kira with it on the dribble still. Back over to Gerlach. Near side to Apel. Apel back out to Gerlach. 15 seconds left to go. First quarter action. Kira with it on the dribble. Carrington baseline corner. Dribbles inside, has it knocked away. Just a little tap and it hit her knee. There's McGowan. Good defense. Vikings don't go in, and it doesn't. And we are at the end of the first quarter. Pratt leads at 9-6. Back with quarter number 2 right after this.
Lindsborg Community Hospital and Family Healthcare Clinic, supporting concussion safety and impact testing for all athletes who call the Smoky Valley home.
Do you feel the need for seed? Grow stronger and prosper longer with Phelps Seed. They're your go-to source for premium quality Pioneer brand corn, soybean, milo, and sunflower seed, along with wheat, cover crop, and forage seeds. If you're in the need, trust in Phelps Seed. With you from the word go.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Tomorrow, or is it Monday? When is the JV boys tournament?
Not sure.
I think it's tomorrow. I think they play tomorrow at Lions, I believe.
Yeah. They might have to go back Monday, though, for
maybe that's what it is. One game tomorrow, one game Monday.
Yeah.
Lots of things going on. Wrestling. Do they have any regular season matches left?
They're at league today, actually, right now. I think they're tied for second right now. So.
And that is at?
That is at
Nickerson. Ashland Bryant, when we figure out where that is, and Ellie Brumbaugh have both come back in, are in for the first time. Here's Bryant, baseline Shugren shot in there. The 2 by Haven Shugren. First points of the quarter belong to the Vikings at the 7:40 mark. Out it goes to McGowan. Her dribble drive against Ellie. Pass off to Maydew. Good defense by Carrington. Kick out to Rasmussen. She was going to launch another 3. She made one already. And the Vikings, Brockstrom comes away with the rebound. Girls in JV action won here before the start of this game by the score of 42-35. So good victory by the JV girls. Bryant still on the dribble now. She'll launch a shot. No. Rebound Maydew inside. Pretty hard to argue with her. And now we got a reach-in foul on Carrington. She had the ball, but she gets called for the reach-in foul. First team foul on either team. Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody fouled in the first quarter. That's pretty amazing. Of course, Ellie wasn't in. Ellie usually gets a couple of quick fouls. She's in there now, guarding McGowan. Across the timeline is Stats. To off to Rasmussen, her floater in the lane. No, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Rasmussen. Rasmussen the line to shoot 2. We got free throw shooting shots here, percentages, and Rasmussen knocks that down. She is a 61% free throw shooter. I didn't say how many she shot, but she makes the first and makes them both. Looks like a really good free throw shooter to me. Hoover back in, Maydew out. Vikings get it in. Carrington now off to the races in the middle of the lane. Gets it off to Brockstrom. Her shot partially blocked, but Carrington right there with the rebound. Carrington up. Yeah. Good. Carrington having a good game here tonight.
Yeah, she really is. She's matching that size that Pratt's got with her quickness and getting those scrum buckets.
10-11. Vikings trail by 1. Rasmussen with it for Pratt outside. Rasmussen on the dribble drive. And, boy, got it to stay. Rasmussen is not one of their leading scorers, although she scores 8.9 points per game. She has got 9 already. Ashlyn Bryant with it outside. Pratt now ahead in the game by the score of 13-10. Haven Shugan with it baseline, gets it back to Ellie, knocked away by Rasmussen. It'll stay with Smoky Valley.
Yeah, you got to throw those passes a little bit crisper against this aggressive Pratt zone. They're in the passing lanes. Got to be careful there.
Kira with it. Or Kira comes in for Carrington, and Kira goes back court. I don't think she knew exactly where she was on the court, maybe. Unforced turnover number
6.
6. Pratt has.
I have him for just 3.
Stats across the timeline goes to Rasmussen. She's been their leading scorer so far in this game. Gets it off to McGowan. McGowan, who is their leading scorer, Vikings have held her scoreless so far. Rasmussen on the dribble out to McGowan. Her baseline drive cut off by Brumbaugh. Good defense, Ellie. McGowan shot missing badly. Rebound, Kira.
That's great defense on McGowan.
Good job by Ellie Brumbaugh. 13-10, Vikings trail by 3. Brumbaugh baseline dribble, gets it off to Brocksterman. Her shot. Oh, man, a lot of contact there. They let it go. Not much calls on the dribble drive. There's losing the ball out of bounds is Stats. She kind of brushed alongside of one of the Viking players and ended up falling down, but they just said it's out of bounds. She initiated all that contact, so I don't disagree with that call. If you can't listen to us only on the radio, listen to us and watch us at live.smokyvalley.org. Thanks to Mike Rose and his crew for bringing that production to all of our home games. Ellie gets trapped, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Pratt. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. 5:04 to go, second quarter. 13 for Pratt, 10 for Smoky Valley. Apel back in, and Sugar out.
Apel did a really good job in that first quarter and just battling down low.
Apel and Ryan, Bryant, Haxton, and Brumbaugh on the court for Smoky Valley. Back to Brumbaugh. He gets trapped, but gets out of the trap on the dribble. Cross court it goes to Apel. Back to Brumbaugh. Shot just inside the three-point line, missing. Rebound. The tall girl Hoover we just can't out-jump those two big girls inside. Stats with it. Gets it off to Fincham. Fincham looks at a 3. No. Rebound. Vikings. Hoover mistimed her jump, and the Vikings come away with the ball. Kira Haxton with it outside. Carrington back in. She's been the Vikings' offense so far tonight. Back to Kira. Back to Bryant. Three-pointer. In and out. No good. Rebound. Maydew inside. Fincham with it now right in front of the Viking bench to the top of the key. Kick out to Stats. 4:08 to go. Stats in the lane. Little shots. Rattling in and then back out and then the in. Stats gets her first basket. And it's 15-10 now. Low-scoring game at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and a quick game with not many fouls.
Not much stoppage of play whatsoever. And we have a foul call. Finally a foul called on Pratt.
Her personal first team foul. Carrington Haxton is a girl on into the game for Smoky Valley.
That foul on Hoover, the big girl inside. Kira put it in play, looking, and it got to go in deep, and does to Carrington. Carrington dribble drive off to Ryan. Ryan out to Gerlach. Gerlach with the dribble to reset the offense to Kira. Kira on the penetration. Kick it out. No, she keeps the dribble. Now out to Carrington. Shot missing. I think it was either a little contact on the ball or the elbow, but maybe just the ball. And Pratt comes away with it on their front court. Off it goes to McGowan. Gets a screen from Maydew. Inside it goes to Maydew. Her shot up. Wow. That was a great catch and a spin move by Maydew.
Yeah, wasted no time getting that ball up there.
3:12 to go. Vikings got to put a stop to this little run here by Pratt. Carrington with it. Out to Gerlach. Gerlach off to Kira. Kira three-pointer. No. Rebound inside. Oh. Apel got the rebound and shot it when she was in the air. And then when that was Apel that shot it. And then Gerlach gets a rebound but stumbles and turns it over on the traveling call. Clark back in for the Vikings. Clark and Carrington and Kira and Apel and Gerlach on the court for the Vikings. Round it goes to Fincham, baseline to Stats. Stats on the dribble, guarded by Kira Haxton. Good switch off on the defense there by Lana Clark. To Hoover, to McGowan. Inside to Maydew. She's been in the lane too long. And I don't know if that was a shot or just a throw pass to herself. But it's a turnover, and the Vikings come away with it. Kira with it on the dribble still. Over to the side of the wing. Wanted to go top to Carrington. Goes to Clark. Back to Carrington out top. Carrington on the dribble still. Gets it off to Gerlach. Gerlach all the way over to Kira. 2 minutes left. First half. Gerlach, long two, missing rebound. Carrington comes up with it, and Carrington's fouled. And Carrington will have 2 free throws. Stats guilty of the foul. Her first, team second. Just 2 team fouls on each team.
Yeah, just our first free throws, right?
Yeah, it is.
So much for getting those tall girls in any foul trouble.
And Carrington makes the first free throw. That's her first Viking points since the 6:40 mark. And it's 1:56 left now. So important for the Vikings to go on a little run here to see if we can get some points. Close this gap a little bit. Second free throw also good. She got them both.
Big free throws.
Well, the girls have really improved their free throw shooting.
Now you got to get some stops here.
McGowan with it on the dribble. Screen from Maydew. McGowan at the free throw line. Missing. Rebound. Carrington. Carrington slows it down as she comes across the timeline to her sister, Kira. Minute 40 left to go. Vikings trail by 5. Carrington has it partially blocked. Lana gets the rebound. Back out to Carrington. Her drive in the lane. No. Rebound. Tied up. And on alternating possession, it'll go to Pratt. But good effort by the Vikings to fight for that rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple great looks there by Carrington.
Timeout on the court as the Vikings want to use one of theirs to talk it over. 17-12, Pratt leads. Back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in from the concession stand. Fundraiser tonight, Krispy Kreme donuts are 50 cents each. They're also selling those by the dozen for $6. And they are delicious.
At Smoky Valley Gym, Don Binks along with Carson Byers, Jared Bass working the controls for us once again. Pratt gets it out of the alternating possession tie-up. It'll be their ball here with 1:25 left to go, leading by 5. Stats across the timeline looking for McGowan, not there. Backdoor cut. Oh, steal by Kira. Kira with the steal, up and good. Kira gets her first points of the night. 14 for the Vikings, down only by 3 now. I don't know what she did out there. I was marking something in my book, and here she just should take it away from her.
Yeah, she just poked it away on the dribble.
McGowan has it tied up, goes off to Stats. Stats kick it out to Rasmussen. Her shot, boy, nothing. She has got the hot hand tonight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of their 19 points belongs to Rasmussen. 40 seconds left. Vikings trail by 5. Off to Apel. Apel back out top to Gerlach. Almost threw it over her head. Gerlach gets double team, gets it over to Kira. Kira, baseline to Carrington. Double team, gets it out to Gerlach. Back to Kira. Back to Clark. Back to Carrington. Her three. No. Rebound. Apel. Oh, and she takes it away by Rasmussen. She had the rebound, but Rasmussen grabbed it out of midair. Off it goes to Stats. Stats with it. Back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the dribble. 3 seconds left. Stats got away with the travel. No. Got away with Vikings. Got away with the foul. And we go to halftime with our score. Pratt 19, Smoky Valley 14. Back with the wrap-up of the half right after this.
The Old Stuga in downtown Lindsborg is celebrating 40 years in business. Home of the famous Brent Nelson sandwich. Visit them on South Main Street. Go Vikings and go Swedes.
Do you know what major TV networks, Hall of Fame athletes, wineries, pubs, famous chefs, and brides and grooms from across the country have in common? They all purchase custom-etched glassware at glassdecorators.com. EmsloyGlassDecorators.com have been providing carefully etched glass for nearly 30 years. An effective tool for company branding, etched glasses are also perfect for school and civic groups, special occasions, and that one-of-a-kind gift they won't find anywhere else. Emsloyd Scandinavian Specialties and GlassDecorators.com, supporting Smoky Valley Athletics since 1984.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score time and money. Call State Farm agent Anthony Hopkins, 785-472-4426 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I really appreciate the faculty and staff here at Bethany. They care about their students and they're helping them achieve their goals and to be successful.
It's a Christian-based college, and I felt that he was in the right hands when I left him here.
We chose Bethany College so my son could have a good life.
If you want inspired learning at an affordable price, choose Bethany College. Learn more about your good life at bethanylb.edu.
This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic halftime show. A first half recap, scores from around the area, and keys to a second half win. This is Smoky Valley Vikings basketball on 95.5 The Rock.
Basketball travels to Nickerson this coming Tuesday in the Smoky Valley Wrestlers are in action today.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. The halftime brought to you by...
Yeah, the halftime show is brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, working with athletes of every level to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. At the school, on the field, or in our clinic, they are ready wherever and whenever you need us to help you get back in the game. The home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
19 for Pratt, 14 for Smoky Valley. Scoring went like this: Stats with 2, Maydew with 6, and 11 for Rasmussen. For the Vikings, Haven Shugren 2, Lindsay Gerlach 2, Kira Haxton 2, and 8 for Carrington Haxton. So both teams have limited people that have scored, but their leading scorer hasn't scored. Our leading scorer hasn't scored. It's kind of odd.
It is. The Vikings did a really good job on McGowan, putting a lot of different girls on her, throwing a lot of different zones at her as well, and offensively, they held Pratt to 38% shooting, which pretty good there, and forced 6 turnovers. The Vikings only shot 30% themselves. They had 8 turnovers. Defensively, a pretty good quarter for the Vikings for the most part. I thought they battled well as they can down low, and offensively just got to get some things going.
Yeah, it seems like the girls that have height on us, and both the Hoover girl and the Maydew girl are tall girls, or they're pretty good size girls, so they do a good job, and we really have rebounded and kept the ball active, and we just hope we can keep it up for another half.
Yeah, that 1-3-1 zone gave us a little bit of trouble. We got it to the corner sometimes, got trapped too easily, had a few turnovers. That way, you just got to keep the ball moving quickly against that zone and try to get it to the middle there. Lana Clark at the high post, try to get it in there to her, and that'll open up those outside shots.
It does, and you just got to keep it out. We've got them out of their zone. They've played a little bit more man than Coach said they were used to playing, so see what happens with that here in the second half. Again, our score 19-14. Vikings trail. Also going on, the Smoky Valley girls softball team is having a Krispy Kreme donut sale. We got a couple of samples here we got to take, so we're going to take a timeout, eat our donuts, and we'll be right back.
Area athletes and even weekend warriors have a big home field advantage. Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. Working with athletes of every level to help prevent injuries or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation, you can count on Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic to get you back in the game. Led by orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Hawks and sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic supports 5 area high schools, providing their athletes the highest quality, most timely care. At the school, on the field, or in our clinic, we're ready wherever and whenever you need us to help you get back in the game and keep you in the game. Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. The home field advantage starts here. Visit us at salinaregionalsportsmedicine.com.
Overhead Door Company of North Central Kansas invites you to visit their website at odcnck.com. Once there, you can look over the products that Overhead Door offers for commercial and residential installation and repair. Overhead Door Company services all of North Central Kansas. Game day starts and finishes at Farley's Bar and Grill in downtown Lindsborg. Located at 101 North Main, this upscale, one-of-a-kind establishment offers a wide variety of drink and food specials. Come try their jalapeno poppers, coconut chicken tenders, or their classic Monte Cristo. Then wash it down with an ice-cold beer or tall glass of wine. Farley's Bar and Grill at the corner of Lincoln and Main in downtown Lindsborg. Farley's, your game day headquarters for the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes.
Lowest rates, flexible plans, exceptional customer service, and coverage for everywhere you are. Say goodbye to being just a number. Say hello to something different at Next Tech Wireless.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Bingson along with Carson Byers with you. It is halftime and the Vikings trail 19-14. Games coming up the rest of the week, or rest of the season actually. Vikings travel to Nickerson on Tuesday, down to Halstead on Friday, and then finish up with one of the longest road trips of the year, all the way down to Haven to their new gym. But 3 games on the road, and Viking guys have a little bit better chance than the girls, because the girls, the 4 teams, including the team tonight, are all state ranked, so they're going to have to really start playing. But I'm really proud of the way the girls have played here in this first half.
Yeah, they did a good job to put themselves in position to compete in the second half. So they're going to have to start shooting the ball a little bit better. Hopefully some of those Arn Reinert CPA three-pointers can go down in the second half. But yeah, keep battling on the defensive end like you've been doing, and the shots will fall. Have we shot many three-pointers? Did we take like 1 or 2? Is that all we've taken? Yeah, maybe a little more than that. But you know, I don't want them to shoot a lot of threes. I don't think they should, but if you're able to score inside and attack the basket, those outside shots, you know, will start to open up a little more. We'll take a final 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the second half. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
Area athletes and even weekend warriors have a big home field advantage. Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. Working with athletes of every level to help prevent injuries or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation, you can count on Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic to get you back in the game. Led by orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Hawks and sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic supports 5 area high schools, providing their athletes the highest quality, most timely care. At the school, on the field, or in our clinic, we're ready wherever and whenever you need us to help you get back in the game and keep you in the game. Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. The home field advantage starts here. Visit us at SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Bingson along with Carson Byers. We got Jared Bass working the controls for us once again. Again, our halftime score, Smoky Valley trails 19-14. Smoky Valley 14. And a good effort by pep band members tonight. They get recognized tonight as well. There's a bunch of seniors up there in that group. So we have senior cheerleaders, senior band members, senior basketball girls, senior basketball boys. We got a big list that you'll have to read off at halftime.
Oh, awesome. It's good to see a lot of seniors out there.
First possession belongs to the Vikings. Kira Carrington, Claire Brockstrom, Ellie Brumbaugh, and Apel on the court. Here's Ellie Brumbaugh, three-pointer right off the bat. No, too strong. Rebound. Number 5 in there, that's Fincham, gets a start for Pratt in the second half. Gets a screen from Maydew. Fincham at the dribble. Baseline corner. Stats, drive, shot, good. Stats just her second basket of the game, but it's 21-14 now. Pratt at the 7:30 mark. Neither team scored for almost 4 minutes of the first quarter, but Pratt knocks down an early shot here. Apel gets double team, gets it off to Brockstrom, back to Kira, back to Apel. Apel they double team everything. As soon as they get the one pass, they double team it out of this zone. Quickly over to Kira. She'll launch a three ball. Good! You called it. An Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer by Kira Haxton gets the Vikings on the board at the 7-minute mark. Oh. Maydew still with it. Good defense by Ellie Brumbaugh. Around it goes to Fincham. 2 Stats knocked away and, out of bounds. I thought they were going to have a foul on Stats, but instead Kira evidently hit the out of bounds line. And it'll stay with the Pratt Greenbacks. Got some scores I'll try to get to you here in a minute. Halftime Minneapolis over southeast of Saline, 20-19. Salina Central over South, 22-17. Hoover on the dribble drive, give and go, no, but gets her own rebound, no. Maydew over the back, but the Vikings come away with the rebound. Kira comes away with it finally. Cross court to her sister Carrington, three-pointer, too strong, rebound, Stats over Ellie Brumbaugh. That's in transition, gets it off to McGowan. She's going to launch a three ball, no, rebound, Maydew. We just can't compete with that. Maydew with another big rebound and put back, 23-17 at the 6-minute mark. Ellie gets it stolen away from her and a travel on Stats. Boy, they're letting them play. I'll tell you, there's a lot of contact that's going uncalled. Could get a little rough in the guys' game if they don't call a few fouls. I see Coach Keith Ferguson of the Bethany College Swedes over there. He might be recruiting one of these big girls. He should be if he's not. Carrington on the dribble, gets it out to Ellie. Ellie dribble drive penetration, her shot. Good.
It's a good-looking shot by Ellie off the pick there in the short corner.
And the book for the first time tonight. Ellie was in double figures the other night. Need to get her going. Fincham off to Maydew. Not Maydew, McGowan, my bad. McGowan on the dribble. Around it goes to Rasmussen. Back to Fincham. The screen from Maydew. Fincham got away with a travel inside to Hoover. Her shot up, missing. Rebound, Ellie Brumbaugh comes away with it. Ellie in the front court on the penetration. Has it stripped by McGowan. 2-on-2 break. McGowan with it. Shoot, and she's fouled. Ellie mad that she got it stripped away, but hustles back to get back and picks up her first foul.
Hey, good to see Ellie not in foul trouble.
No kidding.
You're out there.
McCowan, the leading scorer, gets her first chance at free throws tonight and knocks it right down. 24-19, still a 5-point margin for the Pratt Greenbacks at the 5:08 mark. of the third quarter. And she got them both. Their leading scorer with her first points of the night coming at the 5:08 mark. Got some more scores that are popping up on my phone. Sacred Heart leads Council Grove 14-11 after one quarter. Abilene 21, Wamego 13 at halftime. Here's Carrington, has it, almost loses the handle, but there's a double team in the deep corner, but gets out of it. Off to Bryant. Bryant, little floater, got the roll.
Vikings are getting some buckets on the offensive end. Now you got to put together some stops.
21-25, down only by 4. Bryant with her first points also in the ball game.
That's a 3. That's 3 by McGowan.
McGowan hits. She finally got loose. 28-21 now. Kira off to Gerlach. Gerlach cross court to Bryant. Got to throw some of those cross court passes to stay open. Baseline corner and out top to Bryant. Can you save it? She does. Yeah. Wow, I thought it hit the line. Kira, dribble on Bryant. Carrington, dribble drive, baseline. Underneath, her shot blocked by Maydew. Coach Vanderwigs with the official right beside him is like, wow, that was a big hard slam without any foul call. Maydew's smiling. She knew she got away with not having a foul. 99 out of 100 times, that's a foul, but tonight is the one time it's not a foul. Carrington loses the handle but saves the possession. Off to Brockstrom right at the free throw line. No. Rebound Carrington out to Kira. Three-pointer. Yes! Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer by Kira Haxton. And there's another McGowan 3.
Yeah.
24-31. Lots of scoring all of a sudden going on. Here's Bryant. She has it stolen away. And on alternating possession, it goes back. That's a turnover on the Vikings, number
10. Huge threes there from McGowan as the Vikings are starting to figure things out offensively. Now all of a sudden they can't get some stops.
Does Kira have 2 threes?
Yes.
Yes, she had both of those. 24 for the Vikings. They've scored 10 in this quarter, but Pratt also finding the range. There's a block by Carrington, or Kira. Kira on the run. Kira, yes! Kira has suddenly come to life. 26-31. Vikings trail by 5 at the 3-minute mark. Her stats, her shot, good.
Trading buckets.
Yeah, got to get some stops. 33-26, 7-point lead. They come out with that trap, and they get the steal. Off it goes to McGowan. McGowan, shot, fouled. Finally, there's a foul on the shot, and it's McGowan again that gets it. And she's back to the free throw line for 2 more free throws. Gerlach guilty of the foul. And a timeout on the court will step aside as well. 2:33 left to go, third quarter. Pratt 33, Smoky Valley 26. Back right after this.
At Mocha's, they get it. They understand your morning cup.
Smoky Valley Gym, 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Vikings trail 33-26. But they haven't gone on one of those scoring droughts yet, so they kind of hanging in there, but they really need to get some stops. Suddenly, Pratt has really up the ante on the offensive end.
Yeah, the Vikings have been playing really well here in this third quarter offensively, but a couple McGowan threes have kind of kept that lead for Pratt. Can't quite get over the hump for the Vikings.
2 more McGowan free throws. That one finds the bottom of the net. It hit the front edge. I didn't think it was going to go in, but did. 34. And that one hits the front rim and goes out. Hoover knocks it out of bounds, so it stays with Smoky Valley. 2:33 left to go here. Clark in, Brocksterman out. Claire Brocksterman has not scored yet, but she battles. She's the one that's got the most size to battle with Pratt inside. They go 2-on-2 trapping defense. They trap out of that. Vikings trap out of the 1-3-1 a lot. Kira with it. Going to launch another 3 ball. No, too strong. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Kira. Kira still with the dribble. Goes out to Gerlach. Gerlach over to Brumbaugh. On the weave, she'll come near side to Kira. They're spreading them out a little bit. Here's Gerlach. She's going to launch a 3 ball. No. Rebound McGowan. Good looking shot. I'll take that. But it didn't go. 2 minutes left. Vikings down by 8. Stats with the dribble drive. Penetration. Now kick out to McCowan. Over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen dribble. Kick out to McCowan. Another 3 ball. Another make.
Man, she's got 12 all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're bragging about having her scoreless at halftime, and now she's got her average. Quickly up to Gerlach, and it goes out of bounds. Vikings turn it over, number
12.
What had been a pretty good, well-played game now suddenly is getting away from the Vikings on turnovers just a little bit. Still not as many as we have some games. But now we're down on the scoreboard by 11, 37-26. They're having a big quarter. This is an 18-point quarter, of which 14 of them belong to McCowan. Now Rasmussen picks up. She had not scored. She had 11 at halftime. That pushes the lead to 39-26. Baseline to Clark. Clark with it to Shugan, who checked in. Ellie, she's got looked at a 3, didn't trigger. To Gerlach. Gerlach into Clark, has it knocked away by McGowan. And she knocks it out of bounds, stays with the Vikings. Apel back in. Gerlach out. Apel, Clark, Shugren, Brumbaugh, and Kira Haxton. Into Apel. Apel out to Shugren, has it knocked away by Stats. Turnover Vikings. Stats all the way in. Shot good to go. Boy, she got fouled, but made the shot.
They're just finishing everything.
41 now. Boy, it's a 10-0 run since the Vikings scored their last point. Out it goes to Kira, and she'll have it lose the handle out, and backcourt it goes. Suddenly the Vikings are coming unraveled. The wheels are coming off the bus.
Yeah, and it was their best offensive quarter of the game, and now they find themselves trailing by the most they've trailed all game. Would not have expected that.
No, not as well as they were playing that first half. This last half of this third quarter has been a challenge. Rasmussen from Maydew. They'll reset outside the Vikings 2-3 zone. Near side it comes to Fincham. To Hoover. Back to Fincham. Back to McCowan. 3-ball corner. No. Rebound Vikings. Finally missed the 3-ball. Here's Clark with it. Side of the lane. Kick out to Brumbaugh. Drive. Shot. No. Rebound. Fincham inside. And here comes Pratt on the run with 10 seconds left to go. Rasmussen. Dump inside to Maydew. Her shot. No. Rebound Vikings. Kira's going to throw it the length of the court. And no good. And third quarter is in the books. Vikings trail 41-26. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
People's Bank Control.
pep band. I'll let you finish up my text message on all the wrecking and media scoreboard show stations. Vikings get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Kira and trapping gets it off to Maria Apel, far side corner. Apel on the dribble, gets it off and stolen by Fincham. Almost a steal by Carrington. Vikings with it now on defense. They've got to get something going. Inside Maydew has it knocked away. There's still only 2 fouls on the Vikings and none on Pratt, and there's a travel on Pratt. That's turnover number...
I just have it 7. I think that's is that their first of the half?
I think it is.
Man, they just had a clinic of a third quarter offensively.
The Vikings need to put a clinic on. They got a couple of Kira Haxon three-pointers, but Maydew had 3, or McGowan had 3, and they had 22 points in that quarter. Here's Carrington on the dribble, out to Ellie, out to Kira, back to Carrington, baseline 3, no, rebound Brocksterman, out to Ellie. Ellie cross court to Carrington, to Kira. Inside to Brocksterman. Her shot from 6. No. Rebound Pratt. 1 minute gone. Fourth quarter. Vikings trail 41-26. Inside to Maydew. Knocked away. No. Maydew ends up with it. And Maydew gets it to go. She's now in double figures with 10. 43-26. Carrington, baseline, kick out to Kira. She's going to launch a 3-ball. No. Rebound, Ellie. The long carom goes to the Vikings. Inside to Carrington. Carrington cut off, and Pratt steals it, but she's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings. Smoky Valley ball underneath their own basket. 6:29 to go, fourth quarter, but they trail 43-26. They got their 26th point about the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Brumbaugh wanted to trigger, but now will trigger at the elbow. No, and she's fouled. First foul on Pratt of the second half, and Ellie Brumbaugh will have 2 free throws.
Ellie's really good off the shot fake, able to go on the bounce there, draw a foul on the pull-up free throw line J.
And Brumbaugh misfires on the free throw. It's senior night here. We'll be recognizing all the seniors between games. Vikings looking for their 5th win of the year, but probably not going to happen unless we have a super rally here in the fourth quarter. Bryant and Apel out. 27-43. The 16-point deficit. Like scored 12 in that third quarter. And you start shooting them up early and often. Maydew got away with a travel and threw the ball away, but Ellie couldn't hang on to it. Too short a pass coming that hard for her to handle. Good that she got in the right spot, but too bad she couldn't come away with the steal. Pratt will put it in play underneath their own basket. Backdoor cut by Rasmussen. Wide open. She is having a career night, I believe. Off it goes to Ellie. Baseline Carrington. She shoots it up, and she's fouled. And Carrington will have 2 free throws.
Back-to-back trips to the line, a rare trip to the line tonight.
Carrington could get double figures if she makes both free throws. That is Maydew's first foul for all the over-the-back rebounding she does. Pretty amazing. And Carrington, 3 of 3 free throws tonight.
Well, what I do like about this officiating is they've been consistent with it. They're letting things go on both ends.
In the Viking boys action coming up later, Pratt coming in with a 5-11 record. Smoky Valley coming in with a 7-9 record. Haxton gets in double figures. She makes them both. 29 for the Vikings, but 45 for Pratt. Rasmussen outside with it. Near side it comes to Fincham. Back to Rasmussen outside. Back to Fincham. Playing a little 2-man catch there. Out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back to Stats. Her 3 missing. Rebound Carrington. Carrington right to the side of the lane, now to the deep corner. Gets trapped, gets it off to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh, little floater, side of the lane. Yeah. Good. Ellie knocks it down for 31 for the Vikings. 45 for Pratt. Off to McGowan. Inside to Maydew. Maydew kick out to Stats. Stats dribble drive, side of the lane. Her little floater. It's good. 47 at the 5-minute mark for Pratt. 31 for Smoky Valley. Now it goes to Bryant. Her long two. Got the bounce. Got the basket.
Good pass by Ellie Brumbaugh to go cross court there to Ashlyn Bryant. She stepped into the mid-range jumper.
Fincham. Cross court to Stats. Oh, almost a steal by Carrington. There's McCowan with a three. Missing. Rebound Ellie Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh on the runaway race. And she gets hit from behind. Out of bounds to the Vikings. A lot of contact. Again, consistent. No foul called. 4:24 to go, fourth quarter. Kira puts it in to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh, little floater again. Short. Rebound. Last touch by Green. It'll be Viking basketball underneath their own basket again. Kira will play it in, put it in play. Kira guarded by a tall Rasmussen. Her long arms gives it a little difficult to pass it in, but gets it into Bryant. Bryant with a little penetration off to Carrington. Shot, no. Rebound Pratt. Quickly up to Stats. Stats. And, well, what was not called in the first half got called on that time on Ellie. She just kind of bodied up to Stats. Stats made the shot, gets the foul called, has a chance for an and one. 49-26. Could be 50 if they make it.
How many players does Pratt have in double figures now?
I'll tell you in a minute. I got 3, I think. Stats has double figures. Rasmussen has double figures. And McGowan has double figures. They have 3 players in double figures. No, they actually have 4.
And Maydew?
Maydew has double figures as well. So they've got 4 players in double figures. Only 4 that have scored. Well, they're having their way here at Smoky Valley Gym. 4 minutes left, 50-33. Bryant, 3-ball, off, rebound, hustling for it is Stats and Apel, and last touch by Stats. It'll stay with the Vikings. Good hustle by both girls.
Vikings doing a good job with these skip passes in the fourth quarter against this trap zone.
And the Vikings want to talk it over. 3:51 remaining, fourth quarter, 50-33. Pratt leads the Vikings. Back after this timeout.
Smoky Valley Chiropractic.
Always a pleasure to hear the Smoky Valley pep band under the direction of, who's the director?
Adam Keller.
Adam Keller. I had it in my mind and then I lost it. I knew you would know. Thank you very much. Don Binks along with Carson Byers, Jared Bass working the controls for us. Once again, doing a great job as always. Guys action coming up next, but senior recognition coming up at between games as well. Bryant with it on the dribble, guarded by Fincham, pressured by Fincham. And they're going to have to get it off and does. Gets it back to Rasmussen, or from Apel. Bryant on the dribble, kick out to Carrington, looked at a 3, now drive inside, shot, no, rebound. Apel had it, but Rasmussen again took it away from her. Rasmussen's got some good hands. Stats. Fincham playing a little two-man catch down into Rasmussen. Elevates her shot. Good. We just can't. When you're about 4 or 5 inches shorter than your opponent, it's hard to match up.
It is.
Rasmussen with her.
Pratt does a really good job at using their size and keeping the ball high.
Here's Bryant. Her shot missing. Last touch by Pratt, out of bounds to Smoky Valley. Bryant, Brumbaugh, and Carrington coming out. Vikings are going to honor their seniors here as they have all 5 seniors in the game right now. Let them play a little bit before honoring them as he'll pull them out in a little bit. Out to Gerlach. Gerlach on the dribble. Back to Kira. Kira into Clark. Back to Gerlach. Her long two. No. Rebound. Pratt. Stats, one of the little girls on the court, sure has come up with a lot of loose ball rebounds. Stats. Gets it off to Fincham. He's going to launch a 3 ball. No. Rebound inside Hoover. Gets it out to McGowan. Her shot. Wow. Hits the front of the rim and then crawls over and goes in. Can do no wrong. 21-point lead. Pratt 54 to 33. Gerlach with it. Goes across to Kira. Baseline to Apel. Her shot, no, but she's fouled, and Maria Apel will get a chance at 2 free throws.
Fouls on Pratt. Her first, team's third.
And no good. Another Rasmussen. Rachel Rasmussen checks in for the first time, as does Helfrich. How would you pronounce it? Helfrich?
Yeah, Helfrich.
April free throw. Got it to go. She's in the scorebook with 1 point. 54-34. Vikings trail. Off it goes to Helfrich. Give and go to Rasmussen inside, a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Lana Clark, guilty of the foul. Only the 3rd foul, or 4th foul now on the Vikings. And 2 free throws coming up for Rasmussen. She make that or miss?
She missed.
I don't know which one of the Rasmussens. Caitlin, number 23 or 12. Which one's older?
12
or 23.
23 is older.
Okay. It's the one that's played the
She's
most.
The senior.
Here are the Vikings with 2 minutes left. Trail by 20, 54-34. Still a good effort by Smoky Valley tonight. Inside it goes to Clark. Clark with it, out to Kira. Launch a 3, no. Going to drive, kick out to Shugan. She will launch a 3. Rattling in and then out. And April gets the rebound, and she's fouled. And out of bounds to Smoky Valley. Foul is going to be on Fincham, number 5. That's her 2nd foul.
Credit to Apel and Clark. I thought they've done a good job battling for offensive rebounds, even when they don't get them. Doing a good job keeping the ball alive down there.
They're fighting with them, no question about that. Get it into Shugan. Back to Kira. Off to Clark. Clark with a shot. She's fouled. And Lana will be at the free throw line shooting 2. See if she can get in the scorebook tonight.
First personal, 15 foul.
Clark free throw short. Second Lana Clark free throw. On the way. Good. Lana got a point tonight. 35 for the Vikings. 54, minute 35 left to go. Elrich gets it off to Fincham, back to McCowan. McCowan dribble drive, kick out, knocked away by Shugan, saved by McGowan. McGowan on the dribble, knocked away, saved by Helfrich. Cross court to Maydew, her shot, good. Maydew.
She's a really good Finisher down low.
She's got a dozen. 56-35. 105 to go. Shugan, long two. In and out. No good. Rebound, Rasmussen. Quickly, McGowan in the front court. McGowan wanted to launch a three. Does, and swishes another three. 59-35. Final score is going to be a much closer, or not indicative of the way the Vikings have played tonight. Kind of got away from a mid-third quarter, but they certainly have put an effort together. Apel kicks it out to Kira. Kira cross-court to Gerlach. Baseline to Clark. Clark with it on the dribble. Clark gets tripped, loses the handle. Ball picked up by Apel. Maria Apel picks it up. Shot. Yeah. Good.
Good finish.
And a substitute out. Claire Brocksterman coming in. Kaylee Ryan coming in. One by one, they're going to honor all 5 seniors. Ellie Brumbaugh coming in. Carrington Paxton coming in. And Bryant coming in. All 5 seniors get a check out, honored by their coach in a very good job. Kira ends up with 6, 8. Kira ended up with 10. Last 15 seconds. Pratt will have it. See if they shoot or not. Probably not. McCowan outside with it. On the dribble now. Top of the key. Cross court goes to Helfrich. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. Our final score from Smoky Valley Gym. Smoky Valley loses 59-37. We'll be back to wrap this one up after this timeout.
Qualifications.